welcome to Wednesday, the NFL season schedule drop-off edition of the SoReal Sports Podcast with your host, the CEO / owner, SoReal Studios LLC, Lamar SoReal, and my partner in crime all the time, Reggie Walker. What's going on?
It's football time, man. That's what's going on. It's back.
Season has dropped, and as you can see, I have it in my background so you can notice throughout the whole show all the possible wins the Rams will have this upcoming season.
I see 3.
What are you talking about, preseason? Of course, it's only 3 preseason games. So you're right. You can see 3 on that. I see, we'll find out how much I see. But the schedule has been released. I believe everybody is happy about the schedule. Some people are not happy about the schedule.
That would be
Reggie,
me.
are you happy about the schedule?
I am not pleased with our schedule. We're playing the NFC least. That makes our schedule pretty winning, I would think. I just kind of wanted a little level of difficulty knowing that Breeze will be gone or is gone. So I just look for a little bit more competition, and I don't see any competition coming out of the NFC least at all.
We shall see. But what I'm finna get to, before we get into the football, let's try to discuss a little bit of basketball, if you don't mind. Let's get some of this basketball going. All right?
With it.
Bet. All right. Now, you did mention on Monday that Russell Westbrook did break Oscar Robinson's triple-double games with his 182nd triple-double. So now he's number 1. And by the way, this is a record that a lot of people said that probably would never been broken. Russell Westbrook was able to do it. Now, that brings up the discussion. Where does Russell Westbrook land in all-time point guards? Reggie, is Russell Westbrook a top 5 point guard in history?
Hell no. Hell no. He's decent. Is he top 5? No. Is he top 10? No. All time? No. Right now? No.
Damn, he not top 10? Damn.
No, not all time. No, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. And he's if he's definitely not top 10, then that means there's no way he could possibly be in number 5, in top 5. You know what? I'm gonna put a spin on it like this. I can name 5. Tell me if you disagree.
All
right. Isaiah Thomas.
I agree.
Magic.
Oh, of course. He's number 1.
Jason Kidd.
Debatable, but yeah, I agree.
Okay, let's put Jason Kidd on pause.
Right.
Chris Paul.
No.
He's not better than Chris Paul?
No.
Okay. Steve Nash.
Steve Nash got 2 MVPs. That messed me up, so I got to give it to Nash.
Okay, so let's go back to the Jason Kidd thing. I can go old school and I can say John Stockton.
Oh, of course he's not. John Stockton.
Or I can say new school and say I can go with Steph.
Of course.
Okay. So, I mean, there you have it. I just named 5 people, new and old school of all time, that he is not fucking with at all. So, therefore, he is definitely not in my top 5. Can he possibly slide into a top 10? No. And even if he did, it would be like 10.3. So he like not even like edging it enough to be considered. No.
Damn,
man. Anything away from that 182 triple doubles in his career. Congratulations, great mark to accomplish in this great sport. But Oscar Robertson, he's not better than him statistically speaking, except for this one thing that he got. He got what? Yeah, 182. They was playing earlier today. I'm not earlier tonight. I'm not sure if he even got a triple double tonight. Last I looked at it, he hadn't at the time. But I mean, he pretty much can set the bar at whatever he wants to right now and challenge anybody in the near 50 years to come up and challenge that record. I don't think nobody will do it, but that does not define him as being one of the greatest point guards in our league.
Okay. I totally understand it. I feel you on that. Also, do I have him as a top 5 point guard in history? No, I do not. Top 10? No, I do not. Okay. He's outside of the top 10. Now compared to what you said, he has a chance of getting into the top 10. Depends on how long his career lasts. Now, if his career ends in like 2 years, then no, it won't. He got to at least go 5 more years of consecutive play like he been playing. Now, even though he gets his triple doubles, his efficiency is terrible. It does bring success because I believe 73% of the time he gets a triple double, the team wins. So you can't just knock that off. So it ain't like he just doing triple doubles for fun. So it does matter whenever he does get a triple double. This is my top 5 point guards in history, and this is in order. Number 1, got to go with Magic. Magic Johnson, incredible. Came as a rookie, youngster, had Kareem on the side. Even if Kareem wasn't even there, he took over, was able to get championships, got to get Magic his props. Magic was pretty much doing things that people say LeBron is doing right now, but I think Magic done more. But that's another story for another day. Number 2, I hate to say this, but I got to go with Steph Curry. Steph Curry is number 2 to me because unanimous MVP, the way he changed the game, single-handedly changed the game. Ain't nobody thought about hitting threes like Steph Curry until Steph Curry started doing it. And he changed the game.
Well, let's not forget about I forget his legal name, but he changed it. But it was they changed it.
You talking about
Raul
Abdul
Rahim. Yeah, he changed it. I can't remember his.
I think it was like Chris Johnson. It was Chris Jackson.
Chris Jackson, that's what his name was. Yeah.
Okay.
Matter of fact, from Mississippi, I think he had Tourette's and
Sharif Abdul-Rahim.
Yeah. So, like, as soon as he crossed half court, he just fucking pull up, and they was butter. Like, that's the only person that I can honestly compare his shooting with would be somebody like him. Now, his NBA career wasn't, long, but he was pretty lights out.
He was blackballed. That's why.
Yeah, he was. He was.
But you're right. His career didn't last long, and obviously Steph Curry's career gonna last long. And plus, Steph Curry, if he haven't done it already, is gonna end up having the most threes made in history. He might have the best percentage of 3 points made in history. I think he got the most threes made in a season in history.
Yeah, I believe he does have that one. I don't know about most threes made.
Ever. But he gonna break that in like no problem. In almost half the games that Ray Allen done.
Right. I mean, because like outside of Ray Allen or Reggie Miller, we didn't have just that many great 3-point shooters.
I mean, taking them, like just taking the shots, because people felt like that a layup is better. It's easier and it's better. It's more efficient. Steph Curry found the way to make a 3-pointer more efficient. And now you got to guard him at half court in order for you to actually put good defense on. I mean, you seen against the Suns, as soon as he passed half court, he was quadruple team. They had 4 people on him just to prevent him from scoring. And he got the ball out his hand, gave it to Andrew Wiggins. Wiggins scored. But we'll talk about that another day. Number 3, Isaiah Thomas. I got to put Isaiah Thomas up there. I love what he did for the Bad Boys Pistons. pretty much led that squad to championship, even though it did get old. And now you can't be nowhere near physical like that in today's game, or you'll be ejected. Number 4, I got to give it to John Stockton. I mean, he is the NBA assist leader. He did take a team to the finals. He might not have led it because people will give more praises to Karl Malone, thanks to all the points and the rebounds that he was able to produce. But John Stockton is a very key component to that team, to that Utah Jazz team. Got to give it to John Stockton. And number 5, which is pretty strange, is Mr. Triple-Double himself before Russell Westbrook became the all-time triple-double, Oscar Robertson. I got to give it to Oscar Robertson, the way he was able to put up numbers like that back in the day, because nobody was putting up numbers like that. I mean, Magic, he was behind him, but I think he barely has 100. I mean, we seen Jason Kidd do it, but his was like 10, 11, and 12. It was always low-scoring triple-doubles. Russell Westbrook just put on another level when he puts up 20, 20, and 10, or he'll do a 20, 20, 20, or he'll do a 30, 20, and 10. It's just ridiculous the amount of numbers that he puts up on these triple-double. Because all we was too busy worried about is the fact that somebody actually doing a triple-double. Like, to have 3 different categories of double digits is ridiculous. Like, double-doubles is easy because you can get a big man to get 10 points and 10 rebounds easily. But to be able to get the assists going too, yeah, it's very impressive. And Oscar was one of the first ones to be able to do that. I do not have Russell Westbrook in my top 5. But like you said, you don't have him in your top 10. I don't either. But he has a chance. He does have an opportunity to be able to do it. And plus, I didn't even mention Bob Cousy. We can go with a whole bunch of other names.
Famous Celtic.
I just don't have him up there. I'm sorry. Russell Westbrook, it's not even about the fact that he doesn't have a ring. It's more of the fact that his efficiency and the fact of how he's able to handle an offense. Like, he's very explosive. He never lets down anytime. Like, he gives it 110% every game. It just doesn't amount to the way that a team should win a championship. And that's going to hurt him in the long run. Now, hopefully, later on in his career.
No breaks.
Yeah, all gas. I mean, straight up gas.
Yeah.
Like, he got that high octane. He ain't talking about no unleaded.
Like,
right.
That he'll, in the next 5 years, still be in my top 5, still won't make it into my top 5 unless, like you said, his efficiency numbers come up dramatically. And I mean, on a night to night in, night out basis, because this sketchy here and there performance, and then you crying about this or complaining or whining about this. Like you said, it has nothing to do about his ring. It has nothing to do with his choice of fashion when he walks into the arena. None of that.
I like his fashion, by the way.
It's hit or miss with me, but you could.
I wouldn't wear it, but for him to proudly be able to wear it, I give him props.
Yeah, I mean, when you stop caring about yourself, you start dressing like Russell Westbrook. Seriously, like, I mean, unless he is to like do a complete 180 and still can maintain his triple double, still maintain that speed, but also increase his efficiency, he won't be in my top 5. I just put it like that. And I like him.
I love it. I love his enthusiasm.
Yes, love it. Love it. He can be a bit much at times, but I mean, that's what the sport is about.
Right. You're absolutely right. So we don't have him in our top 5. Does not mean he ain't a great player. Does not mean he won't be a Hall of Famer. It's just that he's not on the level of other point guards in NBA history. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Not anything wrong with that at all. All right, now since we got NBA out the way, let's talk about some football.
Football.
Let's get into the NFL. Now, we did drop the season schedule has been dropped. So we know about our team schedule. But we're going to talk about our team since my team is the LA Rams, you New Orleans Saints. Reggie, give me your top 3 games of the season for your Saints.
Like I said, man, we playing the NFC least. So I say this: the games that I'm more excited than others, because we got Atlanta twice, we got Carolina twice, we got Tampa Bay twice.
Right.
Not excited about any of those games. We won the division the last 4 years, so clearly I'm not concerned about the in division play. What games excite me are week 1, September 12th, 2021. We are playing the Packers, my wife's team, at home. That is going to be a lit atmosphere. My wife's going to be cheering for Green Bay. I'm going to be here cheering for my Saints. There's no real definitive answer on who's going to be starting quarterback for Green Bay week 1, which is when they play us. So I think that's going to be a pretty exciting game. Not to mention the fact that we mainly start our seasons off, 0 and whatever. Like, we probably start out either 0-1, 0-2, or 0-3, and then pick up pace. But I think this will be an exciting thing because we got a new person at quarterback, and probably will be sharing snaps the majority of the season. I'm not sure how much it will be in this first game. Not to mention we got a new quarterback out the draft, so interested to see how he's going to be, if he can, come in and show any kind of influence that he wants to be. I know he's not going to start, especially week 1, but just the fact that, we got him and he can see and possibly, get some good snaps in, during practices and stuff like that. But Green Bay definitely one of the most exciting games for me this year. And I'm pretty sure my wife would be pretty hyped up about it too. I'm not sure if she's even seen the schedule drop yet. Probably hasn't. Yeah. Moving on. The fact that I have Josh Allen, as you know, on my fantasy, I feel like he was a good steal then, just like I picked up Patrick Mahomes on my other fantasy before anybody else did. It was just like I for some reason I can pick quarterbacks. I think that he's going to be good again this year. The Bills did some nice moves this offseason. Mm-hmm. We also play them at home. Mm. So I feel like that's a bit that'll be a good game. We got stronger at our cornerback situation. We did let safety go, but I think that's going to be a real good matchup. It'd probably be a high scoring game because we did lose a lot of pieces on defense. They picked up some good offensive weapons, not to mention what they already had, not to mention that he's a scrambling quarterback. He can get outside the pocket and run. And when we, matched up, there's nobody looking at the quarterback anymore. So he can easily get out there and pick up the 10 yards or whatever is needed. And guess what? They moving the chains. So I think that what they picked up, I think that would just be an overall good game, probably one of those shootout games. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for that one. Last but not least, well, I think it is least, because this team is coming out of the NFC least, and we got the fucking Cowboys again. I am so ready for this game. Lord knows all the shit I talk about Cowboys.
Is it home?
Yeah, it's in New Orleans. Yes, This is what we needed. I cannot think of a better atmosphere to send those fucking Cowboys back home. Or you know what? They can walk their ass down Bourbon Street. Come on, walk down Bourbon Street. Might not walk back. That's all I'm saying about that. I'm saying that those three, the Packers, the Bills, and the Cowboys, are three of the most exciting games for me on our schedule. Somebody may look at the Patriots, because we had the Patriots this year too. I think it's in Foxborough. But a lot of people looking at that like that probably be an exciting game. I don't think so, because first of all, we don't know what's going to happen at the quarterback situation. We know who they picked up. we know who they got last year, but I don't see how that could be an exciting game unless Cam starts the year off hot. And then it's like, well, what are the red hot Saints going to do against the red hot Patriots? Or is it the the Mac sauce running through the Patriots bloodline now? Is how is that working out for them? You know, I mean, that's not as exciting to me. But those three, Packers, Bills, Cowboys, locked in, loaded, put it in the files.
All right. I like that.
What you got, man? What you got?
All right. I ranked them from the least important or the least favorite to the most favorite, but they still top three. At number 3, if you can see right here, week 17, January 2nd, against the Baltimore Ravens. If anybody knows me, they know that my mother's favorite team is the Baltimore Ravens. So it'll be me versus my mama the day after New Year's. And we'll enjoy it. It's in Baltimore. And Baltimore beat the brakes off of us last year. I do not want that to happen again this year. I don't feel like it will happen again this year, but we shall see. Reason why I don't like it as much as these other two, because it's week 17 towards the end of the season, pretty much gonna know where you're at on your playoffs on your playoff seeding, and that game could possibly not matter. So that's the reason why I got it number 3. Number 2, even though I do not feel like this game is going to be competitive, just the fact that we're able to play this team is the reason why I got them number 2. The Detroit Lions, October 24, at home. I cannot wait to play Jared Goff once again. We're at home. Jared Goff is coming back to LA to play against our new quarterback and Matthew Stafford's old team, Detroit Lions. Matthew Stafford gets to get his revenge against the Lions, beat the brace off. That's the reason why I like that one. Week 7, October 24, against the Detroit Lions. Now, number 1, and Reggie, you might like this. The number 1 I have is week 3 against Tom Brady. You see that right there? Week 3 at home against Tom Brady. That will be a show to watch. It's early in the season, so it really ain't gonna matter too much, because if we have to face them again in the playoffs, they ain't seen us since week 3. That's a long time before you seen them again. So we won't even be the same team as that team in week 3 against Tom Brady. But the fact that we are playing them week 3 at home, we get a chance to beat Tom Brady. I can't wait. I cannot wait, because I honestly believe that, we'll talk about it in the last segment. But yeah, I got a lot to say about those Buccaneers. And I definitely believe that's our number 1 game. Of course, we got San Fran twice. We got Seattle twice. Seattle's my wife's favorite team. So we got them December 19th. And we also got them October 7th. Not worried about that. We also got the Cardinals twice. Jags suck. We don't even know who the quarterback for the Packers. We got the Houston Texans right there on Halloween. I love it. I love it that Halloween will be a nightmare for the Houston Texans. Man, we're going to have so many people dress up as masseuses. It's going to be ridiculous. They're going to be scared out there. So great. Sorry about that, Sean. All right, let's move on to our last but not least topic. Now, last week, in which we said we're going to do every week, we are going to give our over-under predictions on each division. Last week we did the NFC North. So let's go down. Let's do the NFC South, which we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We got the New Orleans Saints. We got the Carolina Panthers. And we also got the Atlanta Falcons. But Reggie, we're going to talk about the Buccaneers first. Even though y'all did win the division last year, we're going to talk about the champions, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And as of right now, their over-under is at 11.5. Reggie, do you have them going over or under 11.5? And please don't be biased.
We're going under. We're going under. And I'm only saying under because it's 11.5, which basically pushes it to a 12. I do not believe that they will hit 12 wins. I can see 10, 11 easily. No question. I looked at their schedule. We got pretty much the same schedule. So 10, 11 easily.
Y'all have pretty much the same schedule, but y'all pretty much ain't the same team. So I have over. I have them to win at least 13. I got them 13-4. And one of the losses is the Rams beating them. So yes, I got them at 13-4. Give me the over on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, they kept the same team that they had last year. They play y'all twice. They play the Falcons twice. They play Carolina twice. That's at least 4 wins automatically, if not 5, if not 6. And plus, they play the NFC least. So that could possibly be 4 in a row. So that's 10 without even mentioning anybody else on their schedule.
That is a lot of disrespect.
There ain't no disrespect. I said a possible 4 or 5 or 6. It's still possible. You don't even believe in your quarterback. So I know where you think you're going to get a win against the GOAT, Tom.
And you can't play a spade hand saying you got 4 possibles either.
Well, they got a spade hand. They might have a 8 of club and a 8 of heart and a 10 of diamond in their hand, but the rest of them is pretty much spades. The rest of them are pretty much spades. Easy win for all of them. So I do have them beaten y'all. At least once. And they will go over 11.5. So give me 12 or 13. I did say 13-4. So you can put that in the books.
It's in
13
there.
wins for the defending champs. Now let's move on to your team.
Put me down for 11-6 because I don't see the 12. So make it 11-6 for me.
11-6 for you. All right, let's talk about your team, New Orleans Saints. Now, over, under is 9. Y'all going over?
I'm gonna go 1 game over.
Bye.
We will not win the division, but we will not be counted out.
So you got over. Sorry, Reggie. Y'all going 8-9, just like Jameis would want it. So give me 8-9 with Jameis Winston led.
Again, with the disrespect.
It's not disrespect. It's the fact that it's Jameis. Matter of fact, you want me to show you, because I just got breaking news that the Bleacher Report have gave out win-loss predictions for every team. So let's go to the.
Yeah, I saw it already. They got us at like 8.4 or something like that.
New Orleans Saints, they got y'all 7-10. So obviously they believe in me more than they believe in you. So 7-10. Oh my goodness. Let's go to the Carolina Panthers. Right now, their over and under is at 7.5. Do you have them going over or under?
I got Panthers going under because, again, here we got a 7.5. So I'm gonna put them right at 7.
Great minds think alike. I actually had them at 7-2. That
All
0.5 is the reason why I got them under because of that 0.5. If it weren't for that 0.5, they would just be a push. So
right.
I do have 7.5. I still probably would have went under, but if it was a 6.5, I definitely would have went over.
Yeah,
because I had them 7. So I do have the Panthers at 7. Now, Bleacher Report has them as 6-11. So they pretty much right there with us.
Yeah, just one game off.
Yeah, one game off. Let's go to the Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta Falcons is at a 7. What do you have them as?
Even.
Oh.
Even.
So you got them at 7-10.
7-10, yes.
I was thinking that way.
Hey, I mean.
But they are the Falcons. So put me under 7 weeks. They will find one way to drop it to 6-11. And I'm going to have to go with that.
You know what? I'm not mad at that. And I'm not mad at that because of the extra game that they added. Mm-hmm. So had it not been 17 weeks instead of 16 weeks.
Yeah, they would have been 7-9. But now they'll find a way to be 6-10. I mean, 6-11. All right. Now, that does it for all 4. So we got our predictions on that. Oh, yeah. Let me do the Buccaneers right quick. Let's go to the Tampa Bay before we get up out of here or with your closing segment. Tampa Bay Buccaneers got them at a 14-3. God damn. All right. So
Bleacher Report got Tampa Bay at 14-3.
14-3.
Fire everybody.
14-3. I want to look at my team by way to after. All right, Reggie. This is your time to shine. You want your segment? Here goes your segment. Cut the music off, and I will mute myself. And the floor is yours.
All right. I came here solely today to address the Teddy Bridgewater situation. For those of you who do not know, Teddy Bridgewater was the Saints' backup quarterback, and we released him. Carolina picked him up last year. He played the entire season as their starter. But what got me talking about him today is the fact that he made some pretty outlandish remarks today regarding the Panthers and how they went about practice and the organization as a whole is how they went about conducting business, which is actually supposed to be conveyed within the business, not broadcast for the whole fucking world to know how they do stuff. Now, yes, they got a new coach, but regardless, it's not your business to put the organization's business on blast. And like I said, for those of y'all who don't know, basically what he did was he came out and was like, my whole stint in Carolina, we didn't do any 2-minute drills. We didn't do any red zone. We didn't practice red zone offense and this, that, and the other. But let me remind you that this same Teddy Bridgewater, we know him better as Teddy Two Gloves. This guy in 2020 had 15 touchdowns. Only 15 touchdowns. Not to mention this fucking 16 weeks. All you gotta do is throw a touchdown every game, and you got 16. He couldn't even do that. What he did instead was score 15 touchdowns and recorded 11 interceptions. 11. That's terrible. First of all, you don't have business saying shit about anybody else. Focus on your damn self. Look in the mirror and find out who you are first, and then talk about stuff that happens around you. Yes, McCaffrey was out. That doesn't make any excuse for why you had 11 interceptions. All right, let's go to this stat. He is 25 among active quarterbacks in the red zone. 25 out of 32. Terrible. Furthermore, shut the fuck up. His total quarterback rating, 41.7. Shut the fuck up. He has a completion rating of 58.5 out of an overall 69.1 in the red zone. Shut the fuck up. He is 26 in 2-minute offense out of 32. Shut the fuck up, Teddy Bridgewater. In quarterback rating, he was 62.6. Not bad, but come on. 3 touchdowns and 4 interceptions in the red zone. Come on. Terrible. He led all quarterbacks, all 32 quarterbacks. He led them with 5 red zone turnovers. That is fucking terrible. If I had him on my team as my starter, I don't know. I would still be a fan, but I would hate him. Just like I hated Aaron Brooks. I fucking hated that guy. Hated him. I love my team, but he literally looked for the open safety or cornerback every fucking time he threw the ball. That is my disappointment with him. That was our downfall. We had great defense amongst the extent. We even got Deuce McAllister, great running back for the little time that he spent down there. My thing is that when you're not really relevant or you really have nothing to back you up, your numbers don't fucking match, you need to stay in a child's place, and that's fucking quiet. So with all that being said is, Teddy Bridgewater, you need to shut the fuck up and you need to focus on bettering yourself before you end up out of the fucking league without a job driving Uber. That's where you're headed right now. That is seriously where you're fucking going. And that's my segment, man. I needed to get that out because I didn't feel like what he did today was necessary. You don't fucking put an organization on blast on how they conduct the 2-minute drill offense, how they practice the red zone. Like you just don't do that, especially how we are right now. People are looking and listening at this and saying, well, if they didn't do a full practice on Saturday, they're probably not fully prepared. Oh shit, they didn't practice their 2-minute offense. They didn't get down in the red zone. Oh, that's what we need to take advantage of. Defenses, take note of that. Make that a part of your game plan. You basically set that team up for failure. That's honestly what you did. What's the guy? Is it Matt Rule or whatever his name is? Like he came in. I think that probably now. Well, I can't say that now because they got fucking Sam Darnold, who was like dead last in every fucking category as their starter as of right now. So I can't say the Panthers will do any better. But I mean, we did just talk about it. We both agreed that they will be under 7.5, barely. So I don't really see an improvement, but an improvement from 4-11 to 7-9 is an improvement. Like the numbers don't lie there. But overall, like my whole message today was just, Teddy, shut up, fix yourself, and then fix what's going on around you, other than putting others out there on display while you sit on your fucking ivory tower shooting them down, because you didn't need to do that. You had no right, no authority. You were dead wrong. You need to be held accountable for it, and I need to see how you're going to do in Denver. Because as of right now, we don't even know if you're the starter. That's it. That's all I got, man. I am done with my rant about Teddy fucking Two Gloves.
Damn, Teddy. Damn, Teddy. Come on, man. Teddy. Yeah. Woo.
Hey, man, somebody had to say it.
I feel bad for the Denver Broncos, man. Because they got one person that's too cocky. As in, I forgot, Drew Lock.
Yeah.
He's too cocky to be a quarterback. And now you got Teddy Two Gloves, who pretty much was a crybaby because he's upset because he got picked over Sam Darnold yet again. He got picked over Sam Darnold yet again.
He just got chunked that up as a loss, man.
Man, it seems like every single time he finds a way to be out because of Sam Darnold. But hey, I guess he'll be all right sooner or later. But that's it. You already know what's going on Friday. Muscle Shirt Friday. We got a very exciting UFC this weekend. The last weekend of the NBA season. Baseball will be very exciting, like always. And hockey. Don't forget the sticks. Sticks, we will be making predictions on that also.
We headed to the playoffs, baby. We headed to the playoffs.
Yes. So 2 sports will be in the playoffs starting next week.
Well, actually not. We have one in the playoffs and one in the play-in.
Well, yeah, but I think around that next weekend, the play-in will be over. Because I believe the play-in start Monday.
The play-in start on the 18th and hockey playoffs start on the 15th, I believe.
Okay. Well, that's pretty much. Oh, that's this weekend.
Right. Yeah, it's like right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got.
We'll be starting the playoffs for hockey then.
Yeah. So that's definitely happening. I can't remember who got the first game, but I want to say it's on 15th. Don't quote me on it, but I think it's the 15th for the first playoff game.
It's the 15th.
It is okay, but yeah, and the play-in don't start till the 18th through the 21st, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so that'll be next week.
Yeah, that's next week. But yeah. But yeah, as far as Muscle Shirt Friday, we will be discussing those both.
Yes, and we will be able to do it.
Yeah.
Unlike last week. All right. So we'll see y'all on Friday with Muscle Shirts on another edition of the SoReal Sports Podcast. We salute, and we'll see y'all on Friday.
Yes, sir.